Welcome to Memphis, Tennessee, the home of the King. And as Elvis sang, it's now or never tonight for the Tigers, the cheering Elvi. Part of a festive, wacky scene as the hometown Tigers brace for a powerful rival, Louisville. 2 games ago, unbeaten Louisville was on the precipice of the biggest upset in school history.
24-7, Louisville shocking Miami.
But the Orange Bowl magic kicked in.
Devin Hester, the punter to beat. He beat him. The Miami Hurricanes take the lead.
Louisville left with new respect, but a gut-wrenching defeat. Now it's time to refocus, and the Cardinals have done it. Led by Southpaw Stephon LaFours, Louisville looking for the perfect ending to this last season in Conference USA. But not so fast, my friends. Behind the legs of D'Angelo Williams, the Memphis Tigers looking to spoil the Cardinals' payback plans tonight. Louisville, Memphis is next. Welcome to the Liberty Bowl. A good crowd tonight for a Conference USA showdown. College football primetime presented by Cooper Tires. Louisville ranked 16th in the coaches poll, number 15 in the BCS. So close to a perfect season. They'll take on the Memphis Tigers. The game brought to you in beautiful ESPN HD. Well, we said it was festive. Here comes the pregame festivities here. Chris Fowler filling in for Mike Tirico, who's on the golf beat.
Welcome in, partner.
Kirk Herbstreit. This is night number 8 out of 19 straight days of football here. Should be a good one tonight. 2 very potent offenses. You've got experienced quarterbacks, great skill players on both sides, and a fierce rivalry.
Well, you know, last time we saw Louisville, they lost the heartbreaker to Miami, but they're only 4 points away from one of the top BCS busters in this country. They got one of the best balanced football teams in this country. They're number 2 in the nation in scoring, number 7 in the nation in scoring defense. But Kirk Herbstreit, remember, this football team, Louisville, got beat by Memphis 37-7. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
37-7 last year. And if North Carolina can beat Miami, anything can happen tonight. So stay tuned.
Anything can happen, like we saw Baylor beat Texas A&M.
Yeah.
You're right. Anything can happen in this football game. Remember, this Memphis team 12 days ago lost to Cincinnati 49-10. They have waited 12 days to a chance to avenge that loss. We talked to them yesterday, and they talked about this game being like a Monday Night Football opportunity. The lights are on, the cameras are on, their team will show up, and I think you're going to get a chance to see nationally now one of the best tailbacks in the country in D'Angelo Williams. Nobody's heard of him.
Nope.
Tonight, he's going to have an opportunity to showcase his abilities.
He's kind of a folk hero here in town. He'll have to bring his A+ game, which the Tigers have promised to do. Guys, one of the hot names in coaching circles, Bobby Petrino of Louisville, and there is that prominent job opening that's just about to open down there in Gainesville. He's with Jill Arrington.
Coach Petrino, with Steve Spurrier's statement coming out today in the news that he is not going to be up for the Florida head coaching job, your name has been circulating. How have you handled that speculation with your team?
Well, obviously today we're just focused on this game. That's what we've been doing. But I spoke to our team a couple weeks ago and told them that anytime my name comes up for a job, it's a credit to them and how well they've been playing.
Well, Coach, this game last year against Memphis, you had a lot of trouble losing that one 37-7. What did you learn from that game that will help you in tonight's game?
Well, I thought the issue was us. We didn't perform the way we normally do. We've got to make sure we have great communication. I think we've got to run the ball right at them. And defensively, we've got to be aggressive. We were a little passive last year, so we're going to come after them a little bit and have some fun.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Jill, Petrino's high-powered offense tries to spoil the party in the Elvis hometown. In their minds, a key Conference USA game, ESPN's primetime football presented by Cooper Tires. A good rivalry in Conference USA. Louisville sitting atop the league in their final season in Coosa, along with Southern Mississippi, which technically leads by a half game. Bad part is those 2 teams will not play this season. Southern Miss has to come into Memphis next week. You can see it is wide open in a battle for those 5 bowl tie-ins with Conference USA. Once again, Chris Fowler filling in for Mike Tirico. Lee and Kirk alongside here. Good ball game, a lot of storylines here. Kirk, 2 quarterbacks from the state of Louisiana. The difference between Danny Wimprine of Memphis and Stephon LaFours of Louisville. LaFours doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's been very, very efficient.
You know, last year he kind of burst onto the scene, made a lot of plays. He's known as a scrappy quarterback, and I think this year he's kind of taken it to the next level. This offense is very dynamic. It has a lot to do with, first of all, being able to establish the running game, and we were down on the field. They have 3 physical running backs that they're going to try to pound Memphis with, and then they like to get LaForge the football and see what he can do, not only with his feet, but of course his arm, and that'll be the goal tonight, Lee, against Memphis's defense at 3-3-5. Pound him with the run, and then hand the ball to LaForge and see what he can do with his arm.
Excellent points. Now, Memphis on the other side has got a pretty good offense on themselves. They got average 35 points, and they're led by a great running back named D'Angelo Williams. Now, nobody's heard of this guy, but he's number 4 in the nation in scoring. He has scored 31 touchdowns for Memphis in his 2.5 years here. And here's an extra secret point. Williams had 157 yards rushing against the Louisville Cardinals last year. So the guy's got confidence. This could be a shootout. So watch this game. There's going to be a lot of points scored in beautiful downtown Memphis in the Liberty Bowl.
Another secret fact is he was held to 57 yards his last game. That debacle against Cincinnati they want to bounce back from tonight.
It's a bad seat.
Down to the field in Jill Erickson. Jill, what do you have?
Well, Chris, everyone talks about how prolific the offense is for Louisville, but what Coach Bobby Petrino says he's most surprised by is how far along his defense has come. Now, under new defensive coordinator Mike Cassidy, there's been a vast improvement on defense. In fact, they're ranked 2nd in the country in scoring defense. And Coach Petrino says he feels like they've had a dominant performance in 22 of 24 quarters so far this season, those 2 bad ones being in that Miami game. But tonight he says he expects a solid defensive performance.
The NBA on ESPN. Does the new Yao T-Mac combo make the Rockets title contenders? Can Kobe's Lakers still compete with Duncan and the Spurs? It all tips off with Kia NBA Shoot-Around. Friday at 7:30 on ESPN.
It's the PGA Tour's season finale. VJ sits atop the rankings. Pinnerty or Tiger dethrone the world's best? There can only be one #1. Live second-round coverage of the Tour Championship begins tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. on ESPN.
I don't get it. It's a rock.
Oh, it may look like a rock. Check it out. There's a secret compartment for hiding your valuables. What's up?
I thought we had some Bud Lights in here.
Guess we're out.
Where's my pizza?
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light. It's all here.
Wallace looks like a blowout.
IGN calls it the most complete hoops game on the market. ESPN NBA 2K5. Rated everyone.
This is our house. Everything you have trained for your entire life has prepared you for this moment.
It's us versus them.
All I want to talk about is how big they are, and that this is the year they knock us off. Well, when they come in here, they got to play our game in our house, and nobody beats us in our house.
We must protect this house.
Just that one pick in 116 attempts. Got knocked out against Miami. Couldn't finish the game, but was 21 of 26 in the game right after that. A school record 81% completions. And receivers, Eric Shelton, the big 250-pounder, motivated all week to challenge that undersized defense, as Kirk mentioned. Cards are going to rotate 3 tailbacks with Lionel Gates and Michael Bush getting in there. The offensive line is called the strength of this offense by Memphis defensive line. Run stopper anchored by Big Albert Means. The nose tackle slimmed down to 330. 2 tackles are undersized. Marcus West is kind of your sack leader. They line up with 3 linebackers. They're kind of lean. Joe Lee says they're all fast, but sometimes they run to the wrong place. Goodwill, the middle linebackers, the #1 tackler, and the 5 DBs. They, in fact, use 3 safeties. Wesley Smith, all conference. He's the best one back there. The corners, very questionable. Now on 3rd and 10. It's J.R. Russell, the best receiver in motion, as LaForge rolls, flips it short, caught. Flag flies as they do get first down yardage. It was caught by Clark, but again, the marker, Often.
Pass interference on the offense.
It was an offensive pass interference call.
Half the distance to the goal to repeat 3rd down.
Coach, here's blitz here on 3rd and 20. The Cardinals' 10-yard line. Forrest flips it far side, short gain, and short of the first down yardage is Joshua Tinch, the 6'3" wide receiver, the senior. Orange Bowl against the coach's wishes. Hester took it for a touch, and It costs him the job. Not a bad kick. The low one as Darren White brings it back for 7 yards. I threw about 4 or 5 passes a game, he said. Wanted to play at Notre Dame, but they really weren't interested in a veer quarterback at that time. Angelo Williams, low center of gravity, very strong legs. Grew up about 45 minutes away from here in Wynne, Arkansas. Very charismatic, engaging, motor mouth kind of guy. They'll rotate in 8 different wide receivers, all of them unselfish, interchangeable. The offensive line, not big guys. They're lean and mobile. That's what they need in this system. Only allowed 4 sacks. Handed off inside for a short gain. Cardinal defensive line. I mentioned the defense is number 6 in the nation in scoring defense. Mike Cassidy, the first-year defensive coordinator. Marcus Jones and Elvis Dumerville. Elvis in Memphis here, pretty quick off the edge. Linebackers led by Robert McCune, the senior captain, leading tackler. Johnson and Brown are athletic blitzers, and Kerry Rhodes, he's the guy that... So 3rd and 5 for Wimprine. 4 receivers to choose from. Flips it short. And fighting for first down yardage is John Doucette. Rhodes was riding him right near that marker at the 38-yard line.
And fought to get the extra yards to see if he got the first. Got it.
Yep. He was radically changed.
Well, this is a spread offense, but they like to spread you out horizontally with the pass and formations. Then they want to run the football with D'Angelo Williams. And if you take that away, that's when they're going to try to go to their passing game. And most of their passes are quick passes. He's only been sacked a handful of times, and it's because they get rid of the ball so quickly.
Middle option as they pitch it off near side. There was the first carry of the night for D'Angelo Williams, and a flag flies. Kerry Rhodes running out of bounds.
Well, this is something that McCune knows better. He's one of the leaders of this team, and Williams about 5 yards out of bounds. I don't care if you have momentum or not as a defender. When you wrap your arms up around a ball carrier and he's that far out of bounds, that's 15 yards.
Good all-around football team.
Well, Memphis, you have to search, and the thing that I came up with for the Tigers is this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to be on national TV against a team that's ranked in the top 20, who's a team that you want a piece of in your own conference, and you got a chance to showcase your team and your individual talent on national TV.
Here's what they do at the line, Kirk. They come to the line, Wimprine, they'll make a check, look to the sidelines. And they zip it off complete. Getting inside the 10-yard line is Ryan Scott. 1st and goal, Memphis.
A lot of room at the bottom of your screen for a fade to Gideon, who's his favorite receiver in this kind of situation.
6'4", remember?
And that's where they throw. Almost intercepted down there in the corner. Harris on the coverage. You're right, Kirk. That's what they're looking for.
Well,
give the Tigers the early lead, just 25 yards. Good job handling the low snap. Ryan Ivey. And Gostkowski boots it through. And Memphis uses the short field, cashes it in for 3 points, and they lead the Cardinals early in the first quarter here at the Liberty Bowl. Tight end in motion, and Stefan flips it across the middle. Caught. J.R. Russell rumbling near sidelines. A nice gain out beyond the 40. Quarter incompletion in the last 2+ games now. They start with a script, and they start sharp, and he's a dangerous runner. LaFour slips inside to the 40 near the Memphis 30-yard line. And out of there.
Ever.
Now Shelton gets the pitch near side. Picks up about 6 of the 25 before Carlton Baker, the linebacker, grabs him.
Throwing to the outside.
And they're in a rhythm as a play-calling offense, and LaFour's in rhythm. They make a defense off balance a lot. This time they hand it off to Lionel Gates, and Baker there again for the stop. Early. He was shy because of it as a kid, but he's outgrown that. Very engaging guy now, and he faces a 3rd down for the 2nd time tonight. They were not successful in their first possession. LaFour zips it across. It's caught for first down yardage. Joshua Tinch, big 6'3" senior. LaFour's 3 for 3. Throws near side. Caught for a touchdown by J.R. Russell. So Louisville quickly strikes
Stay play. Their safeties are up tight. They're leaving their corners isolated. This has been a problem all year long for this Memphis defense as their corners get isolated, and that time it was Tristan Thomas who...
Arthur Carmody tacks on the point. 75-yard drive as the Cardinals answer. J.R. Russell there on the receiving end of just the 8th touchdown pass of the season for Stephon LaForce. They were so effective with the running game when they're getting close. That's why he didn't have more touchdown passes. But this guy is the fastest starting quarterback in the country. That is an amazing stat.
Would be lined up in the eye.
Cardinals don't blitz on 3rd down. Wilpine flips it over the middle, caught by Maurice Avery. Avery still running. Finally inside the 35-yard line as the 2-sport star of the Memphis Tigers. Also on the basketball team, the big play, beating William Gay Ford.
Avery is a former quarterback, so he has a good idea of where to go into that field, Kirk. And I like the way he caught it with his hands for a former quarterback.
Yep, a veteran who's used to finding the hole. The ball is thrown right over the top of Brandon Johnson by Memphis' offense.
Williams comes in motion and takes the ball, running far side, accelerates for a nice gain. Near the 20-yard line, Rhodes there on the tackle. Secondary making tackles. Entering tonight, Williams is just a junior. #1 in Memphis career rushing yards, all-purpose yards, 19. Decided what to do with his senior season yet. It's Wimprine on a roll, throwing back, top of the screen, wide open for the touchdown is Robert Douglas, the fullback. Take that. It's a good job getting it down for Gostkowski. Has now made 81 straight PATs. Both offenses clicking. 10-7 underdogs. Senator Bo Schembecker, who would not recognize the offense that he's using here. They put Michael Bush in, and big guy, one of 3 huge physical backs the Cardinals use. Close to 10 yards is sound guy, high school quarterback, Mr. Football here in 2002.
Mr. Football, state of the Kentucky, was a great basketball player too, boy. Could probably play for Patino on the basketball team.
Has become very unselfish and an unselfish player, accepting his role and enjoying the role as a tailback.
Now it's Shelton, first down yardage up near midfield.
Going to have the better night because it's going to be one-on-one all night long between the Louisville receivers and the corners of Memphis.
4 wide for LaForce. Throws right down the middle, intercepted by Cameron Essex. A flag is down, but Essex returning the ball into Louisville territory before Tinch runs him out of bounds. Let's check the flag. That would only be the 2nd pick LaForce has thrown this season.
And that's why LaForce was thrown to a spot.
Pass interference on the defense, number 7.
Well, Joe Lee is steamed, but it wipes out.
This is incidental conduct, maybe with their feet getting tangled. Let's see. I mean, he kind of just went down there. It didn't look like Essex really gave him a big shove. Once he gets behind it, see if it looks like his feet got tangled up there.
Grabbed him a little bit.
Yeah,
Joe Lee said he has the best potential to be a National Football League player on his defense.
On 3rd and 5, LaForce stays in the pocket and delivers the strike to Joshua Tinch for a first down at the 17.
Defense is the matchups, because what Louisville can do is they have slot receivers that are as good as the #1 receivers on most teams, and Tinch again gets a mismatch against the safety.
And the thing I liked about that time, did you see LaForce?
Meniscus injury, so trying to make a very quick recovery. He cannot be 100% tonight. LaForce on first down, threads the needle, caught, barreling for the end zone for a touchdown is Gary Barnidge, the tight end. Just his 2nd catch and his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah.
First couple of incompletions, but 6 of 8 for 84 yards.
When you have a quarterback that can throw it in right there. Look at that. Look how tight that is, and this is slow motion. And then a great effort by Barnidge to get through 3 tackles and then into the end zone.
Barnidge is 6'6", 250. He's only a freshman. Now, I live in Florida, and I never heard of Middleburg, Florida.
You never heard of it?
I never heard of it. But let me tell you, watch this throw, Kirk.
Boom. That's some sloppy tackling after that. So they're kind of bumping into him, not really taking him.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to hit him.
We're trying to be positive.
Hit him. If the Bulldogs could pull the upset in Tuscaloosa.
Forget about it.
Not going to happen?
Not going to happen.
Now, I don't I don't think it's going to happen either, but I was down in Starkville over the summer talking with Coach Kroom, and
I guess I kind of expect good effort when you're at home against a rival.
Well, that's part of building a program. Tommy West is trying to teach these guys every week you need to show up.
Struggling forward is Wimprine.
Take care of his job.
About 23 years old. He's a seasoned guy.
And anytime you see a quarterback who struggles with that, almost every quarterback does early, but game experience is the best thing that can help you grow up and make better decisions.
On 3rd and 5, they take a shot down the sidelines. It is caught. Tavares Gideon. Beautiful throw on the fade. And a first down inside the Cardinal 40-yard line.
Favorite guy in this kind of situation, a one-on-one, despite having William Gay on the other side, is getting the ball to Gideon because his ability to go up and make that catch.
William Gay had good position on that, but the ball was perfectly thrown, and when that fade is perfectly thrown, there's absolutely no defense to it.
He could leave here with all of the records. They don't have a great history of passing quarterbacks here with the Tigers, but he has destroyed each and every one of those passing records here as a guy who started his 35th consecutive game tonight. Draws in the rush, flips it back to Robert Douglas, and the fullback getting involved a lot tonight as a first down inside the 30. Hasn't been a weapon that much this year until tonight.
You got it.
You get to November and you've got to start to break some tendencies. At that time, he lined his fullback up as a tight end and threw the screen in the backside.
They feed it to Williams near side, showing the quicks to the 22-yard line.
The combination of all the great backs.
Wimprine again fires across the middle. Caught, touchdown, Ryan Scott. For Stephen Gostkowski. Which team can come up with a service break here first?
Man, Gay is beaten right there. At that point, when Scott takes him to the inside, his shoulders are turned. He doesn't have anybody to the middle of the field to help him. Now, it took a great throw, and Wimprine has that ability to do it, but the corners have to take away the inside to give them a chance.
Yeah, but
chance for a return here by Broderick Clark. Shoots across the 25-yard line. Well, one of the big storylines is we have a flag on the kickoff return here.
During the return, we have an illegal block below the waist on the kicking team by rule. No one can block below the waist on a kick. 15 yards, first down.
Down the field. There's a bad snap collected by LaForce, who flips it, makes something of nothing. Lionel Gates collects it and barrels near midfield. Wow. Nehemiah, it'll be 3rd and 2 in the first play of quarter number 2 here in Memphis. The kind of shootout we expected. 17-14, hometown Tigers.
Kings bowed to him. Emperors fled from him. Even wild horses knelt before him. Alexander the Great. Sunday night at 8, only on the History Channel. He wasn't Alexander the Timid.
What if two of the biggest players in the game became one? That's the idea behind AT&T Wireless joining forces with Singular to bring you the largest digital voice and data network in America, the new Singular. We're raising the bar.
Production is underway on the new horror flick, Chucky Goes Psycho.
I should have played Aaron Brockovich. I could have done it without the Wonder Bra.
Chucky's gone Hollywood. But this time,
I want to be a star.
he has the final cut.
Let's go hunting.
Seed of Chucky. Rated R. Starts November 12th at theaters everywhere.
Special delivery, ladies.
Well, look who's here.
Got your fresh beer right here.
What do you got?
I got intention.
I got intentional taste mask. All American brewed beers are fresh. This guy's hiding something.
Illegal use of the hand truck. Distributing beer with less taste.
Place it with Miller Lite.
More taste.
Half the carbs.
You can't flag the king. Right. Okay, we got multiple penalties on Dan. Intentional
Miller.
face mask.
Good call.
Illegal use of the hand truck.
I'll reach over and click up that toggle. The only place in the world where Ben goes my way.
By Cooper Tire. How do you like those for first quarter stats? Both offenses almost frighteningly efficient. I mean, there was one bad possession by Louisville, the first possession of the game when penalties hurt them. Since then, points on every drive. And Louisville now, 3rd and 2 near midfield. LaForce, they fumble the handoff, Tiger football. Marcus West down on the ground, a bad exchange. This is a service break for Joe Lee Dunn's defense, and now it's the direct snap to Williams, who fumbles it. Little wrinkle there. You don't like the gimmicks, do you?
No, I don't.
Down, pushes them back across on their side of the field for a 2nd and 17. That might be the last time we see that. That's more like it. Hand the ball to Williams. There's D'Angelo around the corner. Shove that at the 40. That's what he's supposed to do.
54, Brandon Johnson right there, number 97. He's able to get to the outside and take it to the next level. And when he gets to the second level, if he's got room, he's going to outrun any secondary in the country. This guy's got serious speed.
3 yards on 9 carries, 13 on that one. Prime flips it across the middle, complete. Tavares Gideon working one more time on Kerry Rhodes.
Out as a receiver, and it makes it tough for a defense to be able to match up personnel-wise.
Williams scoots it back, breaks it near side, shows the burst, accelerates. D'Angelo Williams headed for the end zone. What a bounce back for the Memphis Tigers as D'Angelo Williams, off one of his worst games as a Tiger, headed for a national TV showcase game. The touchdown run puts Memphis up 24-14 on the 16th ranked team in the country.
Watch this block. Set, boom. Watch it. Oh, what a block that was by him.
And look at the receivers downfield. Gideon did a nice job there. Avery, and when you got a back like Williams, just hold on to your block downfield just long enough, and he'll be by you before you know it. D'Angelo Williams has such tremendous speed and vision in the open field. I think that's what separates him, is he's a game breaker every time he touches it.
Stephon flips it across the middle, complete to J.R. Russell. First down yardage near the 40. Joe?
And his attitude and how much he appreciates his linemen. When you see a bunch of linemen react like that, that's special.
Before zips it across the middle again, complete. Again, Lee, the plan, the Tim showing the catch there, the plan has been in the first offensive series of the second quarter for Louisville to bring in Brian Brown. It's a planned meet. Crowd as loud as it's been all night on 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. And there is LaForce scampering up the middle near the marker. I think he's just short. That is a Shelton gets it, and a 250-pounder plows ahead for the first down to the 35. Petrino knows the way his defense is struggling. Every possession is important here.
That Eric Shelton is 6'2", 250. He's a transfer from Florida State. He just banged it in. I noticed, though, they took Gates out, put Shelton in because Gates had that fumble. Psychologically, I like that call by Bobby Petrino.
Gates next to LaForce in the backfield. Stephon throws it up the seam, caught, touchdown. J.R. Russell did not juggle that one. The senior collects it, beating Sam Brewer, and Louisville draws closer. What a throw by LaForce.
That's the matchup that you would dream about if you're Stephon LaForce, getting your best receiver going up against Brewer, and his receiver made the catch.
Big game, the best of the season against South Florida. He's a Florida native, continuing tonight. 4 catches for 76 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Tigers get the ball back, still leading by 3. He is one of the lesser-known characters on that list, to say the least, but some good stats and a breakout chance tonight.
Some great names on that list. Tough to narrow it down to 3 by the time we head down to beautiful downtown Orlando.
Well, number 20 is a long shot for sure.
Yeah.
But he can play for anybody. Wimprine, play action fake, looking deep, got a man. Maurice Avery as a flag flies, the intended receiver. The BYU game, fellas, though, too. That rivalry game.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
Wimprine flips it back near side for Williams. And he shoots out near the 50. A flag is down near where Williams caught the football. Did not get first down yardage. Now we'll check the marker.
Slow down Louisville's defense.
Illegal block in the back. Number 63 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. It remains third down.
Blake Butler, the guard. 3rd and 20 now for Wimprine. Hands it off to Williams. D'Angelo trying to turn the corner. Gets a block, fighting across the 40. The ball is taken away. Taken away by Kerry Rhodes, who scores. What a long night it had been for Kerry Rhodes until he swiped the football from Williams and takes it the other way. And Louisville takes the lead. But earlier this season brought a pick back. And Louisville jumping back on top, 28-24. That's how you take care of a bad start for yourself. Cardinals a lead. A couple of schools with great basketball traditions. Here's what you do. You steal the ball, you dribble it, and then you go in for the layup.
Well, first of all, D'Angelo Williams is actually holding the ball in the right hand, which is the outside hand. But then, all of a sudden, Rhodes just takes it away from him, Kirk. Watch this.
He dribbles it.
Watch it. Boom.
You're right. He had the ball to the outside.
It's for 2 touches and only 1 fumble is not bad, but it came at a tough time in this game. Williams right back in there. They give him the football. Dives ahead for about 5.
This could spark Louisville with some momentum.
It was a turnover for a touchdown last year by Memphis that turned that game around and sparked their big rout. Now they have to answer. They flip it back near side, and Joseph Doss has plenty of room. The freshman inside the 30. Follows his blockers inside the 10. D'Angelo Williams was out there leading the way as Joseph Doss, the freshman 3rd-string tailback, takes it 56 yards.
The Cardinals bring it all out blitz, Kirk, and they fake the ball to Doss, and then they throw the ball. Randy Fietner, that was the play call of the day so far in my mind. Wasn't that a great call?
Yeah, a great call, and he probably sensed the same thing we did up here. 3rd down and 5. Yeah. Crucial point in the game. Louisville, Mike Cassidy, the defense coordinator, brings everybody, and there he is all by himself. Lineman downfield hustling for a big game.
And also one thing about that, number 1, Kerry Rhodes, was a free safety blitz.
Wimprine darts up the middle on 2nd and goal, gets down near the 2.
There it is. Bo likes this formation.
Avery, Douglas, and Williams as they hand it off straight up the middle to the fullback Douglas, and a nice job by the center of that Louisville defensive line to plug it up. That'll set up a 4th down and a decision for West.
Lee, you said they've had this chance. They've had an opportunity in the red zone and scored. A lot of that times it's been from the spread and in the shotgun.
Reliable kicker, pitcher on the Tigers baseball team. Tough angle here on the short one. Gostkowski knocks it through, cuts the Louisville lead to 1, but the Cardinals defense almost has to consider that a victory at this point.
Worked, and he's kind of taken the team line, which is a smart thing to do.
A couple of runs by Louisville get it out near 1st down yardage. Going to be
diplomatically handled it very well.
Cardinals did get the 1st down on that run. They hand it off inside to Gates again.
This is kind of the offense I thought we would see a little bit more of from Louisville after
half all year.
Exactly.
Shelton back in. There's the eye back. Takes the toss. Has the crease. Eric Shelton to the 40. Look at the 250-pounder run. They're not going to get him. 78 yards. Eric Shelton to the house. Now we see the speed from the former Seminole.
He's going to show you speed, 250 pounds. O.C. Collins gets out of position, and then once he hits that seam and gets to the corner, very, very impressive speed by a big tailback to outrun the
guys.
Oh, my God.
Got a shot. Yeah. Wow. So just before the half, the Cardinals stretch the lead to 8.
Game-changing performance of the week, and I assure you that during the Pontiac High Performance Halftime Report, these two guys will not be on mute. They'll talk a lot.
The mute button doesn't exist, I don't think, for any
players that a lot of premier programs around the Midwest and the South are trying to lure into their school.
Quinn Prime, deep down the middle, has a man, Mo Avery. Crowd wanted another flag on Kerry Rhodes, didn't get it. Not exactly objective here. Quinn Prime zips it complete, short gain to midfield, caught by Tavares Gideon. Distance. Williams, one of 4 receivers in the slot. They zip it far side to Gideon for a first down at the 43. So a back-and-forth offensive shootout. The game really turned on Kerry Rhodes' swipe of the ball from D'Angelo Williams, returning it for a touchdown.
I wish I had.
He could have played receiver. Be tough on the fades.
I wish I had the seat in the car. Then I could have said.
Oh man,
nice.
There's a good one. Of course. Great play.
Early 90s. Your number 83. Again, they don't retire the number, just the jersey. I don't know if I get it, but fresh. The Cardinals will be in the second half after chasing down those receivers. Louisville comes in the blitz. They slip it inside to Williams, who breaks the tackle. D'Angelo Williams gets a nice block on the outside. A flag flies on that block. We'll have the 21. And then they call the illegal block below the waist.
There is no foul.
Well, let's watch this. Watch the initial block here by Tavares Davis. Watch him right here. It's very, very, this is a great video to be able to see. This first block is fine. I think where I question is right there. That block.
That's clipping.
Is a block he got. Pretty good call right there, right? That block's fine. It's just the one he came in from on the back end is where the
22-yard gain by Williams, who comes in motion now. Quinn Prime flips it down the middle. Caught, touchdown, Tavares Gideon.
My problem is, offenses today, it's pitch and catch. It's backyard football, guys.
We'll see if they can pitch and catch for the 35 all-time whip. Ryan zips it incomplete. Looking for Chris Kelly.
Can we get a message down there? Lee, you're gonna. That's it. That's the deal. That's the coaching change. You're gonna go down at halftime and give a clinic on zone defense.
A boring defense. 7.
Used to be. LaForce double clutches, fires complete across the 40-yard line. Let's get some more points. Why stop at 37?
Can I ask you guys a trivia question?
Yes.
Which team? There's been one punt. Which team has punted in this game?
Duke.
Can you remember?
Left side, this time Tinch makes the catch, fights near the first down marker in Memphis territory at the 48.
I can remember, you know why? Because our man mentioned it was a new punter.
3rd and 10.
Post game.
Forrest flips it incomplete. Was looking for J.R. Russell. Finally, they're playing some zone now, fellas. I don't know if you noticed there. Right back. It's an idea. They're playing some zone.
Mix it.
Coach West, some may have expected an offensive shootout, but 68 points, man, that's a lot. What can you do to slow down and get that Stephon LaForce out of rhythm in the second half?
Well, obviously we got to play better on defense than we're playing. You know, we got to take chances. I mean, we got to blitz and we got to play man. They're awful good at wideout, and their quarterback's a good player, but we got to keep playing.
And, Coach, how pleased are you with your offensive production so far? It looks like you're not missing anything.
Yeah, we're a pretty good offensive team, so, you know, we'll just keep shooting at it and see what we can put up.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Chris, back to you.
Joe, thanks. We expect
Coach West, please.
He said play man.
We'll see Coach West. We got to play to.
Total success by both offenses. D'Angelo Williams runs for the touchdown, then later had the ball taken away. Big Eric Shelton for Louisville 703 yards of offense combined in one half. 68 total points. This is the 40th game in the series. Only 3 times previously has the entire game been higher scoring than the first half here tonight.
The amazing thing to me is still Thursday.
For now.
No, not for long. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
For now, Stephon LaFleur is looking to get this second half going and try to wear down that Memphis secondary so we can even have a bigger half.
Hey, that's not right. It was 69-19.
Never will there be an Alexander like you, Alexander the Great.
A leader ruled by passion.
Conquer your fear and you'll conquer death.
A king who made all men his equal.
The first rule of war is to do what you ask your men to do.
A man betrayed by his own dreams.
Fortune favors the bold.
The gods have a way of punishing such pride.
Do you want to live forever?
Alexander, an Oliver Stone film, rated R, starts November 24th.
Drink variety. Sonic's got it, others don't. Make Sonic your morning drink stop and choose from thousands of different flavor combinations. Start your day with a fresh Sonic Sunrise or come in for our classic cherry limeade. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
You've never seen anything like this before. Not that. This.
Introducing the new Icy Hot Sleeve. Joint-hugging pain relief with medicine that goes on icy to dull the pain, then gets hot to relax it away.
The new Icy Hot Sleeve. There's never been anything like it.
As much as you can, Memphis. He's the best player on the field for you. Please.
As long as he asks nicely, they might do it a snap or two. Williams in the slot near side. Instead, they look far side. Caught. To set the tight end. Jill, those are good ideas, but how's he going to do it?
There's a good idea.
Takes the handoff, gets across the 40. Rhodes the tackle. Busy night continues for Cardinals #1. An adjustment. This is Williams again. Cuts it back. Gets a nice block. Gets up near midfield. His quarterback helped him out there as Williams once again starts one way, quickly changes direction.
Nowhere to go, speed to get to the outside. His quarterback comes in there to help, but he was already by that guy with his quickness.
Number 82, John Doucette, made a tremendous block again. He's 6'2", 270 from...
Survey the field.
And now he gets to make up for that all in one night tonight.
Quick zip. Caught by Mo Avery. Short gain. Avery's the only guy, the only NCAA athlete who was part of a football team that won a bowl game and part of a basketball team that won an NCAA tournament game. He was kind of... Williams up the middle. First down yardage inside the 40 before Abe Brown grabbed him. Reaching 150 yards now, $144 on the night. Delay, they give it to him. Flag flies as Williams scoots to the 25, but it's in the holding zone.
Holding, number 68 on the offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. We'll replay first down.
He eats up yardage for a small back.
Option again. This is Joseph Doss, and the freshman can't quite turn the corner before Rhodes is there again.
Miami's defense says, and I wouldn't be surprised if everybody in America that plays him starts to do the same thing against him.
Now, they got to have a quarterback as precise as Wimpine is. He gets bumped back, flushed out of the pocket, scoots out of bounds at the 35. Tigers try to continue their third down efficiency. They flip the ball back to Avery. Avery gets a block or two. Avery gets the first down, gets down inside the 20. His third catch of the night. Douglas flanking Williams, and Wimpine finally pressured. Stumbles, fires the ball incomplete. Is there a flag? Louisville can't believe it, but no.
I think the official thought at least he had a receiver close enough.
That's the theory, I guess, behind the call.
Yeah.
He caught a break there. Williams has the corner down near the 10. Possible. Third and short. Williams The lone setback, and they give it to him, and he scoots for a 1st and goal. What did Randy Fichtner say? That he's got unbelievable-looking calves. Calves are the key, he says. If you look at
the check, and then he conveys that to the rest of the team.
Williams in motion, gets the football, tries to find the corner, but the Cardinal defense, great job stringing it out. Not much room as McHugh, the middle linebacker, the senior captain over there, along with Brandon Johnson. They zip it inside, caught for a touchdown. Everybody thinking fade, instead it's slant. And Gideon into the end zone. He beat William Gay on the coverage. And the Tigers jump in front.
You're cheat to the outside a bit, but this time Gay sits to the inside, and a great stem move to give him just enough room. And by the way, Wim Prine again puts the ball right where his man can make the catch.
Drive to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Stefan LaFours in Louisville steps to the service line, trying to hold serve in this shootout.
You watch number 28, Darian White, right there. He's going to come and run a post route. When he does that, he takes number 1 with him, Kerry Rhodes, which leaves right there. It leaves Gideon open. See the design now. Because he takes White, takes Rhodes to the inside, it clears the inside pattern, Kirk, for the post route. That's a well-designed play. But
LaFours fires high, hauled in by Broderick Clark, who turns the corner and be marked out of the 36. Send Barnage in motion and give it to Bush, who'll crease there. Big guy running through arm tackles and pushing the pile near 1st down yardage. This is Bush. Slams ahead. Enough for the 1st down.
Keeping some of those players right there playing for the Cardinals.
LaFours caught by Clark. Fights near 1st down yardage across the 45 of Memphis. Of course. 2 types, a little different set here as they give up the ball to Gates. Gates turns the corner, 1st down. Near the 35.
To give his back enough room to pick up the 1st.
Good body control for 310 pounds.
1st down. They swing it to Bush. Strung out well there.
Down, which is he the most enjoyable?
Most entertaining.
Yeah.
Most entertaining.
He's got some stories.
LaFours tests it. Underthrown, but caught there inside the 5-yard line. J.R. Russell, slow to get up.
On the fade, LaFours, if he would have let him, he walks into the end zone.
Didn't I say please?
We all did.
1 field goal in the red zone, 15 touchdowns. That's bad. It was coming into tonight. Right now, they're doing a nice job, though. They're playing stout run defense as Essex, the corner, came up on the hit there against Gates. It'll set up 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. They hand it to Shelton, and he barrels in, standing up. Lionel Gates, the fullback, nice lead block.
Chris, great call on Lionel Gates, who's usually a tailback, lines up in a fullback position, and Kirk watched that. They switched him. Watch him drop his shoulder. Oh, that was a nice block
Shelton
by
said, I'll tell you what, you get in front, you block,
you fumble,
and I'll show you where to go.
As they go for 2, LaFours on the roll, goes back of the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Tinch. And with a 1-point lead, 4.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here. They fake the handoff to Williams, and it's Doss, the freshman, coming around at a 6-yard gain. Wim Prine finds Williams. Again, makes the 1st guy miss, gets near the marker. Louisville answered with an 80-yard touchdown drive to retake the lead. Wim Prine fires, juggled, almost intercepted in there, intended for Ryan Scott.
Defense was held them to 1 out of 11 3rd and 10s.
Only 3 completions for the game.
Gideon the catch for 1st down yard.
It's the same team.
I know.
Far side of the field. Set a near-sided Gideon off his hands. Would have been very near first down yardage. And guys, hold on now, because he might decide to go for it, but we may have a punt.
Braylon Edwards from Michigan with the great game he had last week, sneaking in, Kirk. Those are my top 5.
Finally, Stephon LaForce wrapped up, sacked. Inside the 20-yard line, Albert Means, the nose guard, combining with the tackle Marcus West. Hey, trying to make a contract drive to the next level. Show what he can do as a nose tackle. Passing or rushing the passer, not his strength usually.
Listen to this crowd.
3rd and long. LaForce flips it near side. Caught by Tiger Jones, who dives out near the marker at the 34. I think he's got it. Important conversion for the Cardinals, who would have had to punt from bad field position. Now on first down, they give it to Gates. McCrary on the stop after a gain of about 5. And the Liberty Bowl crowd trying to inspire the Tiger defense. 15 minutes to play. Each team has punted once. 81 points on the board. And Louisville will face a 3rd down as the Tigers try to get the football back. Whole lot of shaking, whole lot of scoring going on tonight in Memphis.
What kind of business are you in, Max?
I'm a thief.
Oh, it's a beautiful jewel.
Let's do it.
Last time, right?
Last time.
Max, I'm gonna be on you wherever you go.
Don't tell me so close.
What?
On November 12th, when the sun goes down, the game heats up.
Sheila and I like to swap.
Check.
After the Sunset, directed by Brett Ratner, rated PG-13. Sneak preview this Saturday.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac.
Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
It's true. NBA League Pass, you can watch your favorite players, no matter where you are.
You want to keep track of all the big player moves?
If you want to see the hottest matchups, you need NBA League Pass on Dish Network season ticket.
No, I don't know if that team's for sale. Why?
No reason. I'm just thinking out loud.
Get NBA League Pass from Dish Network season ticket and save $20 off the regular season price. To order, call 1-800-333-DISH.
So, that's the 1-year subscription from Mr. Trump. Kid, I know a good deal when I see it.
TC, a.k.a. Tender Crisp. Get him! Spicy, a.k.a. Spicy Tender Crisp.
Hey, for the official weigh-in of TC.
Watch TC the Golden Bird take on Spicy the Red Riot in a solid steel cage. Burger King presents the Chicken Sandwich World Championship. See who wins free on DirecTV. It's gonna be chaos in a coop. Tender Crisp, Spicy Tender Crisp. Decide which one's best at Burger King now.
And you got 482 yards offense against a statistically pretty good defense, and you're down by a point as we start the final 15 minutes. LaFour's in the gun on 3rd and 3. Shelton next to him. Stephon going to keep it, and he's going to make the first down out near midfield. LaFour's perhaps to go the distance for the first time this year. We have not seen Brian Brohm as LaFour's flips it far side complete. It's about a 9-yard gain to Tinch. Michael Bush the handoff. Bush is down inside the Tigers 40 for a first down. Sam Brewer, one of the Cat safeties, there for the stop.
With a touchdown, they're up 8. Still gives Memphis a chance with just 1 possession.
Well, you went to the authority. You made a phone call there to see what you're supposed to do in that situation as Michael Bush runs it up the middle. What was the answer from the Oracle?
Well, Coach Tirico, who is sitting back with his feet up, enjoying a Thursday night at the Four Seasons. I think he's already called in for a massage tonight, so he's taken care of. He agreed with us. He thought it's too early, too premature probably to go for 2, just because there was so much scoring going on. Back.
Okay. Second and short. changing directions, then barreling ahead for the first down is Michael Bush.
That's the secret. They're running through tackles.
11th play of the drive. LaForce look left, then right, then comes back left. Caught by the tight end McCauley.
Back and look right. Look left. Come back right. Kirk, that is a well-schooled quarterback that's got natural instinct.
Bush in the first down carry. Has a crease inside the 5.
They're giving everything they have, and maybe they're running out of gas.
This drive has belonged to Bush. Now they put Shelton in. It runs it down into the end zone for a touchdown. Delay signal that the crowd doesn't like. But Shelton just across for his 3rd touchdown tonight with Lionel Gates. Again, one game. Arthur Carmody, who's broken a Louisville record for consecutive PATs, knocks it through. 13-play drive, 77 yards. The deficit for the Tigers, 8. Louisville to kick off. Tigers in an 8-point hole and a chance for the return here. Right up the middle of the field. Oh, for a nice game. The first real strong special teams play of the night. LaKendis Cole out across the 40. And Prime slips it out to Williams. Beats the linebacker, scoots out of bounds. Woods gives him a push. Pickup of about 8 or 9.
Opening things up for D'Angelo Williams and then mixing in just enough of the quick slants and the fades has kept Louisville off balance. Making the adjustments. Again, that call comes from upstairs.
When Prime shoots it, Gideon caught, first down to the 25. Gideon, 104 yards. D'Angelo. It's a nice block there, turns the corner, and did he score or did they mark him out? There's a flag down back at the 17-yard line, so hold on.
Holding, number 82 offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It remains first down.
They got Doucette, the tight end.
Got a hold on Doucette, but watch there's the hold to the right here and the right, but the fullback blows up a poor corner there, Antoine Sharp. Watch this block right here. This is the way you do it. Boom! He buckled it. Beautiful. Williams danced right around it.
And the thing about that, the Doucette has made at least 2 really big, good blocks.
Doing well.
Yep. Doing well.
Top of your screen. Lee and I have been talking about this guy all night. Anytime it's 3rd down, Gideon usually is the guy that he likes to try to get the ball to.
So he goes. They play off of him. They get it to him. He gets a first down inside the 15, working on Antoine Sharp. This has been a really humbling night for the corners on this good Louisville defense. Williams plowing ahead down near the 5, showing his strength.
Fourth quarter.
He continues to get better and better, and he run. I don't know if you can. I didn't really appreciate his power until watching him tonight. He'll lower his shoulder.
Prime sneaks ahead, catches the Cardinal defense off guard, gets much more than the first and almost scored. Tying this game. Just an average first and goal formation, right? Quarterback breaks the plane, touchdown Memphis. Well, a great night through the air for Wimp Prime. Why not score one on the ground? And now they'll go for 2 in the tie. And this is
something.
One-on-one coverage against Sharp.
6'4". Coming across the middle.
Nice pressure up the middle. He tried to thread it, incomplete. They came with the pressure and finally got in Wimp Prime's face. You want to be Elvis in the 70s era, you could try on these shades. Lee's got the gold version.
I've been by
your teeth
where he's from. What a great story that is. A guy coming from there to be king of the world practically. Unbelievable.
Moved here as a teenager, of course. Lived here. And it's hard for me to make a serious point with you.
It is.
By the way,
Elvis.com,
$19. Pretty good.
I like him.
I do. It's a good look for you.
To the game? Yeah.
LaFleur's on play action. Almost picked off, broken up out there. I'm going to get you some prescription version of it. Second down, they give it to Bush. Michael barrels across up near the 45 for a first down. Well, this Memphis defense, is exhausted as they are, as undersized as they are, have to find a way to stop this Louisville running game.
Tackle and getting upfield for more yards.
And look how fresh he is. I mean, only 9 carries in the night going against a defense that's worn out. They jump across the line. They tried the quick snap to draw the penalty. LaForge fumbled the snap and had to dive on it.
Offsides, number 92 defense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, one of the reasons the offensive linemen like LeFew and Spitz and those guys up front, the left side especially, I mean, that's a lot of experience, Kirk. And they're big and they're strong and they're really coming off the ball now when they need to.
The continuity within this offensive line, I think, is what makes them special. All those career starts, you start to get a feel for one another.
Shelton drops the football, recovered by McCrary and the Tigers. And again, Shelton and LaForge having a conversation.
If it didn't get to him, or was he expecting it? I don't know. It looks like the ball never got in. Let's see right here. Now it's in there.
Shelton had his eyes up, still looking for the hole, not at the football. And
second time that Louisville's had a problem with LaForge
to really reach out and give him the ball.
And now D'Angelo Williams, knifing up the middle. Williams tripped up. He gets across midfield inside the Louisville 45.
We've been around the country, and if there's a better running back than number 20, D'Angelo Williams around it, I've seen. I tell you, you talk about Peterson and the guys we've seen. This guy is a sensational running back and does a lot of it on his own.
This guy has some of those characteristics with that speed upfield.
Wimprine takes a deep shot. Caught. Out of bounds. Mario Pratchett gave a little shove to the DB. No flag. It's first and goal Memphis as he beats Antoine Harris.
Guys, if you're out there watching, this is not how to do it. Find the football. If you're out there by yourself, you could say it's a little bit of a push there, but he deserved to have that push because he didn't know where the ball is.
You know, we've never even mentioned this guy, Mario Pratchett. That's the first time.
First catch.
He's only had 8 catches all year.
Wimprine throws into traffic, looking for the slant to Davis. Well, field goal gives them the lead, and they'll make the cautious call here, running Williams into the line to set up Gostkowski.
Didn't take to the decision about going for 2 early in the football game. The score could be tied right now, and then you could be more aggressive with your offensive play calling and going for the end zone.
Gostkowski, who's certainly a Lou Groza type candidate, 14 of 16 on the season for the lead. No problem with the junior from Madison, Mississippi.
In the Orange Bowl, but the Sooners need to show a little bit more pride if they have any chance this weekend going down to Kyle Field.
Get them going.
All right, get them fired up. That's it.
LaForce threads it in there. Nice catch in traffic by the freshman tight end Barnage, who caught his first career touchdown earlier tonight.
This, huh? A little bit zone.
It was a nice catch by the freshman. Now they run it to Michael Bush for a first down. It's a pretty good-looking athlete. Close game to Miami. They've been winning blowouts.
But it wasn't because of their offense.
No, it wasn't. Again, the cushion exploited by LaForge, who finds Tinch.
You said a good word, the cushion of the football. But if you're playing zone, they will run by him, like we were talking about earlier.
All game.
11:35 combined offense so far. LaForge pressured, slips away, but dropped behind the line. Marcus West, the sack leader for that Tigers defense there. Crowd really roaring now, loud as they've been all night on 3rd and long for LaForge. Low throw, caught, Tinch, first down.
He kind of tried to push the ball and aim it instead of just getting back and trusting it. But still, Tinch is able to make that big catch to keep this drive alive. Ball is low, and the reason it's low is because the quarterback, LaForge, tried to aim the football instead of just throwing it.
Chance if they keep them all inside. They got to be careful for the bomb like this. I say nothing.
Throw it down there and no cushion. Instead, they
nothing.
man up. Yeah, you got it. J.R. Russell on the catch.
23, man for man. Hello.
Catch for Louisville offense.
Why in the world play that cut?
Try to trick him. Yeah, forget it.
This is Bush spinning inside the 20.
That's why he's got those good hands.
Well, the crowd noise and the pressure that Memphis showed on defense, drawing the false start from the tight end McCauley.
On that ball like that.
Well, again, here's the coverage that you like to see.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
Little post.
There it is.
Third down right over the middle. Low throw again. LaFours very cautious on the throw.
Is it a safety? It's one-on-one. You dream. You dream about having that opportunity. The time is there. LaFours with J.R. Russell. They've done this 1,000 times.
Shelton. We're down inside a minute as Shelton plows down near the 5-yard line as Memphis begin to use timeouts on defense here. Shelton hammers down near the 5-yard line, and will the Tigers take a second timeout on defense? Goodwell and McCrary on the stop.
Rolling out.
They hand it to Shelton. Big guy. Stopped. Then pushes forward. I think he's got a first and goal. He was stopped, but the strength of the 250-pounder
and the surge
inside the 1. It is first and goal.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, that was a good call, Kirk. I would have not faked that. I wouldn't have had it all because I had 2 of those, remember?
But that offensive line, the way they've worked in this second half, and the power running of Shelton, he gets his pads low, and he carries about 4 blue jerseys to that.
And take the lead.
Comes 32.
It is Shelton. Touchdown. Eric Shelton's 4th touchdown of the night. Yet another lead change. And Louisville, across the half-century mark, takes the lead with 37 seconds to play.
Football game, controlling the clock a little bit and wearing down Memphis's defense.
LaFours will try to run it in, and he gets it. Stephon LaFours sticks his nose in there towards the pylon. Smile as the veteran leader, captain of this football team, caps off just a brilliant night with a very tough 2-point conversion run. LaFours 24 of 34, 321, 3 touchdowns, only 1 incompletion in the entire second half. 12 of
4-1. I just want to mention that to John, if you're listening, who had an accident. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the great memories.
Wimprine tosses it downfield. Receiver fell down on the sidelines. That was Gideon. They holler for a flag, but
he missed.
All right.
He didn't get 70. He didn't get 70.
Was it a personal thing, or did he just want 70?
No, there's a guy, I'll tell you.
And that'll do it.
Who was that guy?
A guy named
Danny
Murphy. He used to call me Lou Curso, the juvenile delinquent.
Okay.
Oh, so he wanted a piece of it.
Yeah.
Abe Brown, by the way, did make the interception there for the Cardinals to clinch the thing. I just let you know.
Yeah,
Heads up there, 43. The senior, one of the better nights of his life, and the 2 quarterbacks embrace, both Louisiana guys. Wimprine from New Orleans, the loser. LaFours, the winner of this game, the guy from Baton Rouge, and our 2 quarterbacks are the Wrangler players of the game.
They should be. Those quarterbacks
682 yards between them. Yeah, you think?
Oh, man.
A couple of veterans square off for the final time as these rivals meet for perhaps the final time. And Louisville, in a game they'll talk about for a long time, heads off to the Big East. Memphis heads home on the short end of a classic. Sports Center coming up next for our entire production crew. For Lee, for Kirk, for Jill Arrington, I'm Chris Fowler. Thanks for watching. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Stick around now for Sports Center.